In this video, I'm gonna be learning how to animate in only a week. I'm also gonna be telling you the things I learned along the way, so watch till the end. Day 1. I started the day by watching some YouTube tutorials, and then I watched some more. But after that I grabbed my tablet and drew some balls. Drawing a bouncing ball bouncing is a good exercise for beginner animators, said the tutorials. So when you do that, you learn different fundamental things like how fast it goes and how to make movement look realistic. I started by sketching out the ball. Then I smoothed out the ball. When the ball hits the ground, you need to squeeze it, and the more you squeeze it, the more soft it looks. When you want the ball to appear fast, then it's a good idea to lengthen it, because that makes it appear fast. Because stretching and bending objects creates different illusions, and it's just easier to animate a stretched object instead of 107 times the same object. Just bending and stretching things in your animation makes it seem much more alive. When animating, it's important to remember that almost every frame is filler for the more important ones. Day 2. Day 2, I tried a bit of the same thing. Instead of the ball falling, it's like flying or floating around in the air or something. It's a very quick learning animation that I don't find as effective as the other one, but it's much faster, and it took me like 2 minutes, while the other one took me like 2 hours. Overall, a fine exercise, you could probably learn from it, but it's not the best. If I should rate it, probably 5 out of 13. And this is how the animation turned out. Later that day I tried making a real animation, human motion, as you could say, and it went really well. The major thing I learned was that when you animate a fast motion, you do not have to see what happens on every single frame. For fast motions, it's better to draw a sketch that kinda looks or resembles the thing you're trying to animate in the middle of the more important frames. It just looks better and saves animators like many years of their lives. The thing I forgot to do was right before he swung his sword, there was no anticipation, and that would be a big problem in an animating studio. In fast motions, you need to draw a handicapped middle frame, and typically it's a combination of 2 important frames next to it. To make the motion clear and realistic, you need to add anticipation or power, like loading energy to make the movement. You can also just look at when you jump. You bend your legs, then load up the power to make the jump. And the people in the animations can't just stop a motion in 1 frame. It needs to take at least 2 frames depending on how fast it is. And remember, I've only animated in a week, so you should probably see other videos before you take my totally great advice. You don't just see a car running at 100 miles an hour slow it down in 1 millisecond. You see it slow down a bit before it can stop. Day 3 and 4. Guess how long it took me to animate this. Just guess. It took me fucking 5 hours. I animated this short for my channel, you can check it out after this video. It's an easy animation in comparison to many others, but holy shit, it wasn't hard or anything, it was actually quite fun. As fun as playing games. It was actually just time consuming. I would say that patient people that likes to doodle should check out animation. Everything does not need to move to make a good film. It just needs to feel smooth and to be okay. It just needs to have a good story like Naruto or old One Piece. Like to see old versus new Naruto animation. I got the vid from this guy's channel, you could just check him out after this video. EF Edits. Day 5, 6 and 7. For the last 3 days I didn't really do that much, but I earlier worked on this animation. I tried to animate a battlefield. Yeah.